Hotel family, how you doing? It's Brother Ed Umoja. This is the Harambee table. We're up here at the World Karate Union 2015, and you know this face, right? You see him several times with Dr. Walls, but he's with Brother Umoja today. We're going to talk about his book, talk about his system. So I'd like to welcome SOKE Mike to the Harambee table. Welcome to the Harambee table.
Thank you very much. It's an honor and pleasure to be here with all of you today.
Yeah, you know, this gentleman does a lot, not only in Philadelphia, not only in Pennsylvania, globally. And the good thing I like about his book, he takes martial arts into self-defense and then takes self-defense into practical uses on the streets and smart thinking. So we're going to talk to him about his book, and then we're going to talk to him about his system. So Mike, tell us about the book.
Sure. Thank you, Ed. So the book is Staying in the Moment. This is volume 1. It's a practical guide for women's self-defense, and I have a volume 2 coming out in about a month. So
cool.
It's great. So, you know, in my experience with women's self-defense for many years, I found that an easy read is better to understand.
Right.
57 pages, 170 photos, and they're all clearly defined. But what's different, I think, that's really getting a lot of notice about the techniques is I've named them all.
Yeah, I know.
The wedge or like staying on vacation. And so there's been instances where there was a young girl that was 11 years old, and I said, let me show you how to go on vacation. You know, let's open the door, let's reach down for our luggage and pick it up. And that's a lot easier to, and then an hour later she came by and I said, let's go on vacation. She went, and it's a lot easier than elbow thrust to the solar plexus and hammer fist to the groin and then upward elbow.
Yeah.
So they're all named, and the purpose of this was I have an 18-year-old daughter now going to college.
Wow.
And so I committed myself.
18 years old?
Yeah, can you believe it already?
Oh, wow.
That many years ago I said I was going to dedicate myself to improve the quality of the ability and the tools for women to help themselves.
Definitely needed.
And as much as it's physical, there's a lot of mental, and we talk about that, and that's why it's staying in the moment. I could teach you for 10 years over and over again, and if you can't apply it, then it doesn't matter. So the studies have been done all about the women and what their comprehension is. So it's worked out well.
What I like about, and I have, if you don't have this book, okay, listen. If you have a daughter, a mother, a sister, aunt, a female, you know they should have this book. And not because I'm saying this, because what you did with this book, Mike, I love it, because when I talk to women, I say, first of all, I don't do martial arts, I do self-defense for you. And then what you do with self-defense, you actually named it, so now you made it part of their life.
Yes.
Instead of saying elbow, you're talking about reaching for the door.
Exactly.
Everyone reaches for the door.
Right.
Everyone reaches down. Everyone comes up.
Yeah.
So what you did with this book, you actually made it part of their lifestyle. And that's the important thing about this book. That's why I like it so much. Because I could actually tell people, this is things you do every day. Don't worry about doing a thrust. Just, hey, you know, we do it. I said, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
And stay in the moment.
You got it.
It's a great book, and I'm telling you all, I'm gonna have him give us information. If you don't have this book, you need to get this book. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk more about the book, and he's gonna get some information out about it.
You got it. You got it.
I really like, so let's do this. So here's the hand. My thumb is coming between the 4 fingers, right? I'm splitting the fingers. I'm grabbing the 2 big ones and I'm pointing. So everybody got that? And what I want to do is I'm rolling this. This is a good one. You can't get out of this because your fingers don't go that way. While you have the person, small circle jiu-jitsu, it's not this, then this, then this. If you're in a fight and somebody's got you in a lock and they let up, they let the pressure up, what do? It begins with an E and it ends with an E. Escape. Right? So if somebody's got me in Sankajo or Nikio, right, or whatever, if you've been in that position and you're going to tap and they let up, you can get out. So the whole idea is to keep the energy flow going, that as he's in a lot of serious pain, I'm going to transition right up to that, I'm going to transition to this, and I'm going to transition right into this. He doesn't have a second to get off the hook. Man, and then by the way, I still have this. I got this all day long. I got this. And what I love about this is when you really know the right way to do that guillotine, by the way, and it's up. So stay right here. The guillotine is not this. Who does the guillotine here? You know, you're grappling, you tie it up. I see this a lot. Right? It's like a power lifter. You know, it's like this. Here's the guillotine. I want to take this hand and I want to slice it along my heart. Up here. It takes a millisecond. Not even a lot of fun for a second. Good man. Just cutting across that. When I have this, and I won't do it again. Now I have this and I have them choked out. I don't ever see anybody doing this. this hand is going to be doing this the whole time, or it's going to be going in my eye. If I'm choking him out, I like this, and this is where I get that nice reverse into the arm bar. Does anybody do this arm bar? I'm here. Puss. Oh, by the way, I have all this again. I have this, I have all this stuff, I have this, I can go a million different, well, yeah, thanks a lot, I can go this way, I got it together. Let's stand up for a second, give him a hand. I'm not going to go over it, but you guys all, there's a little nerve between the bicep and the tricep, and if you grab that like fishing string, that also takes the spinal cord out. And then I'm here. Us? Okay, great. Sir? Thank you, give him a hand. I have something for you at my table when you get done. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so we have Greco-Roman grapplers here. What's the classic position that you saw when you're grappling? Is this the classic? Classic position. So now turn this way for a second. Do you see how he's got my arm and he's pulling down on my arm? That's the classic Greco-Roman. I love this. This is wrestling, by the way. What I have that a lot of people don't have, he's pulling down on my arm. I have this. I have that hook to number 5, then I can come across and then, I can go here and I can do all kinds of stuff and all that. So when I'm here, now I'm going to turn this way, this is what you see everybody doing. Pulling down. I like that pulling down because it releases my arm. What I really want to do is, does everybody remember the crazy bone? When you hit your elbow, there's that little nerve right above your elbow, right here. So I'm going to keep my hand this way to start because he can try to pull his arm out, down. He can't get his arm out. What I like to do is, I turn my hand this way. Remember this little L? I put it on this nerve and I pop it. Straight here. So I have it. Now here's what I see everybody do. Freeze for a second. I'm going to take his back. You hear I took his back, I got it in his back. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to show you how to take somebody's back for real. So I pop this. This is taking somebody's back. I have my neck in here, so try to choke me with that arm. Not happening, right? So now relax your legs. So freeze for a second. Stay there. This is an exercise we do in my dojo.
I want to get this guy off of this. I tried to pull him. I can't. Okay? It's very easy to get him off. I go behind here. I grab him. Okay? You don't put your finger in his mouth.
You have a nice smile.
What? You go here, and I'm not doing hard. Just to say I put a little bit of pressure, but it really hurts. Okay? You put your hands here, slide your finger, and look at your ears. I got it in my hands.
So happy.
Look at a smile on that. Come on, get up. Try it with 3 prior people.
Well, we're back on the Harambee table. We're still here in World Karate Union in Tannerville, Pennsylvania, up in the Poconos. And I'm with SOKE Mike. Now, we're just talking about his book when we go on commercial. We're going to be looking at him in action later, so you're going to see this man in action, doing what he does. He's really good at what he does. I'm going to have him give his contact information out. Now, something my vice president, Sisters Home, and I always say on the radio when we do our radio shows, if it's not for you, take it and pass it on. Because it's very important in the global community we pass information on so it continues, the legacy continues. So this book, you're going to say, you know what? I know someone needs this book. You heard him say he has a daughter going to college. You might have a daughter or a sister or aunt who's going to college. This is a great book for them to get on campus because, unfortunately, things happen, and it's good to know that you have a female in your family that you know who could protect themselves and have the common sense of what to do when this comes up. So, Mike, give your contact information for the book.
Sure. So I do public and private seminars as well too. Right. I wanted to mention that. So the book is on Amazon and Kindle, and you can find it if you go to Amazon Books works, and you can just put in staying in the moment, and believe it or not, it comes up there. The phone number is 215-370-1650, but my website is www.staysafe.com, and the email is info@staysafe.com. And thank you for letting me share that.
No, thank you for doing that. Now we went from martial arts to self-defense to common sense, staying in the moment. So we're gonna go backwards now. For him to do this, he put a lot of years into the martial arts. So let's talk about your martial arts background and why this came up because of your background in martial arts.
Sure. So this is a story that I tell a lot. It's just I've been doing martial arts for many years, and I tried different systems, and I, as you know, people like Bruce Lee and others that we take what you like and don't take what you don't like.
Right.
So I took specific things that worked for me that I saw that were applicable in practical reality self-defense. So the style is called Hon Hab Do. I'm very grateful to be the Shodai SOKE inheritor founder, and I've added different components including Muay Thai, knees and elbows, Sanuk Esru Jiu-Jitsu, a lot of their techniques, small circle. So I've included a lot of different, from the best instructors that I was very grateful to work with in the world, and put together Hon Hab Do. So it's really, Hon Hab Do in Korean means blending of the arts. So it really is a mixed martial art, but it's a real mixed martial art. So, right, there you go. So
now that we have a little background on your martial arts background and where you started, let's talk about the self-defense.
Sure.
We're going to go into the middle of self-defense, because I tell people martial arts is one thing, self-defense is something else. But self-defense, is in martial arts, but I try to make a distinction between the two.
Sure. Let me tell you that I've preached this for a long time. So this is an easy one. So self-defense is awareness. So if you're aware of who's behind you, who's in front of you, when you have your keys to your car, take them upstairs. That's an alarm. So if something happens in your house, don't park next to a van,
Exactly.
Park lighted. So there's a million things that I teach. Don't charge your cell phone in the kitchen. Charge it in your bedroom so you have your 911. Don't carry your cell phone in your back pocket, because they're going to take your tracking device and then they can attack you. Don't wear a ponytail. A ponytail, I go do seminars and I say, what's that? And everybody goes, I say, what's the little ones? They say pigtails. And I say, what's the big one? They say ponytails. I say, no, it's a handle. So somebody that's on crack or that needs money right away and they're not interested in anything else but taking something, you're an easy target. Right. So I talk about the different hairstyles, and so awareness is 99%. If awareness, and you get into a situation, unfortunately, that you have to fight, so if you can avoid. If you have to fight, you fight to win, and there's no round two. And you, as a professional martial artist, and me, that have fought competitively, you could win round one, but if you are available for round two, you may not win that. So I teach the women in my seminars, don't go for round two. And that's a tough, Ed, this is the most important thing, the toughest transition. The question that I get the most is, when should I use this? When do I use a thumb in the eye? When do I use, your hand spike? When do I use? You use it when the little hairs on the back of your neck going up, and that's called common sense for the women. That's that stranger
intuition.
Right, the woman's intuition that something may be wrong. If you pause and you don't stay in the moment and focus to take care of yourself, the next minute could be the worst minute, and it could transition into something really horrible. So, I just wish everybody luck, but they need to make that decision quickly.
Yeah, very quickly.
And I hope some of this information and training helps them make that decision. So
yeah, we're gonna have him on. He's gonna have an uki, and he's gonna go through some stuff. So we're gonna be videotaping it, and you're gonna see him in action. So he's just not all talk. Trust me.
All right.
This man knows what he's talking about. You see him. If you haven't been to his YouTube page and see him on Facebook, you need to go and check him on Facebook and stuff.
Thank you.
So we're glad to have him here on the Harambee table here at the World Karate Union. We're going to have him on the mat later with his uki, going through some self-defense. And please reach out to him. If you just have questions, reach out to him. He gave his information. I'm going to have him give his phone number again. And guess what? He has a passport, so he travels anywhere in the world to do this. So don't say, oh, he's in the United. No, he's not in the United. He's global. He goes all over the world. He does this. So please reach out to him. Talk to him. Don't brush it off. Call him, ask him some questions, and you know what? He's an excellent person to bring in. If you have if you're a part of a college fraternity, sorority,
Yes,
definitely
absolutely.
we bring him in. He could help them with what's going on campuses, high school too.
Right.
Not only colleges, high school, and unfortunately, junior high school
I've done
too.
teen safety techniques. I did the women's self-defense for the girls for the Girl Scouts of America merit badge. I've done training for college sororities. I've done training for women's group, women in investing group. I have a good martial arts bio that has all of that information of the many organizations that I've trained, and I've put together a realtor training course for
cool.
self-defense to how to the female realtor specifically prepares that house to see somebody that they meet them in their office first before they meet them at the house. They don't park in the driveway because they can get their car trapped.
Right.
They have an access to the back of the house. They want to make sure that none of the windows are broken and that the house is secure when they go in.
Things you don't think about.
They could hide
Stay
a
in the
weapon.
moment.
They could hide a weapon or hide one of the Mr. Mike hand spikes in one of the drawers or have that on them.
The Mr. Mike's hand spike, nice stuff.
Right, so that's a lot of good applicable tips, but thank you so much. And I will give the phone number again.
Please
It's
do.
215-370-1650, and the email is info@staysafe.com, info@youstaysafe.com. Thank you so much.
This is SOKE Mike, so please reach out to him. This is Ed Herman, Harambee Tableware at the World Karate Union 2015 in the Poconos. We'll be back. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Pido permiso para hacer mi forma.
Show them how it's done. Yeah. Strength.
cut is go outside.
야쇼 조 아쇼 야스 아스 아 조 야스